What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Taking High Ground, where we break down the Fortnite storyline to help you invest in the most sought after collectibles. Today, we're going to break down, though, how easily a Fortnite card can skyrocket. So let's get into it.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know this card, but this is an actual thing that happened with the Aura Cacti.
Yeah.
And to start it off, this is one of my favorite cards. And when I was looking for it, I was buying them for around $25 to $50 for cacti. Every time I saw one, I bought it every time. Got some off Facebook, got some off eBay. Um, I had about five to six of them at the time, and there was no more on eBay. And people kept looking for them and looking for them. Friends were messaging me. People on Facebook were messaging me asking to buy one. Um, this is before any talk about it because it was only going for it was only going for like maybe 100 at this point.
Yeah.
And people kept asking me, and I was like, "Look, they don't understand how big this card is. Like, it's a great card."
Yeah.
So I went on Facebook. I was like, "Look, I'm not selling this card. I love this card, but if you guys really want to make me sell this card, it's going to take about $2,000." And the last one sold on eBay for probably around like 150. So I mean, that
Yeah.
was a jump.
Yeah.
It was a huge jump. And
132.
so 132,
Yes. It was
man, you
132.
remember.
I
So
lost it,
this
though.
is how the story. This is how we're going to show you guys exactly how fast these Fortnite cards can explode. And I
Yeah.
don't know if that's because there's so few of them. I
Mm.
don't know what it is, right? But I could not find any more cracked ice of Aura.
Yeah.
And Rob here, he and I didn't know each other,
Yes.
right? And so I make this post, and it's like over 2K because people were messaging me asking to buy it. I was like, man, y'all really want this card? I can't sell it to like one of my favorites, but money talks. So if y'all want,
Mm-hmm.
y'all gotta pay $2,000. And so
Yeah.
I'll let you go off
Yes.
and say what happened because I didn't know him at this point, but
Right.
he was in the middle of his own stuff. So you go ahead
Yeah.
and tell him what happened.
So so Dylan is doing this. Now, mind you, like he said, we did not know each other at all. And now this is I was in negotiation for 3 days before this post, right? 3 day literally 3 days before this post. Uh Message a couple people either didn't have it or they were using it for their master sets, which is what you fall into a lot. Like you fall into people that may not know the card, but they need it for their
Hmm.
master set. Then I fall into, another collector that has, let's say, more than a couple. Let's just say that. And, negotiating at this time, we're at 125. 125, which is pretty much $2 over what it sold for. So pretty much just getting it at that price, right?
Yeah, so you
And
found a good deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now, mind you, on my end, I probably messed up where I asked him to send the pictures and a coin, a coin picture. He sent it, but he took a while to message back. And here comes Dylan. So Dylan, he puts a post.
So
Now, mind you, what I'm
let's just say wait, let's just stop here. So this is not my fault then
no,
because
no,
you
it's
should have
not.
jumped on that deal.
Yes,
Right. You
yes,
knew it was a good card. You should have jumped on the
yes,
deal. But go ahead, continue.
yes. No, Dylan is right. I should have not been playing the negotiation game and should have just went for it 100%. So Dylan comes in, right? And he puts up this post and he's exactly what he said. You know, he bases it at 2000 and said, this is his card, this is one of his favorite cards if they want it, A, B, and C, like he said.
And
Like,
let me preface this with I didn't expect anyone to make
right,
offers on this card, right? Because
right.
like I mean that was a huge jump. It's like I wanted this card. I didn't really want to sell it, but I mean 2,000. I mean at that point it's like I'm not gonna say no. I had
Yeah,
a couple of them, right? So I
yeah.
was like, y'all really want this card? I'm the only way I'd get rid of it is like if it was for crazy amounts of money that I wouldn't believe someone would offer.
No,
But go
yeah.
ahead, yeah.
Now, also, let me give something as well. The reason why I'm just now getting to this card at this point is because I was playing catch up on Series 1. I was playing catch up on
Hmm.
Series 1. There were certain cards that I knew I had to have before I could even think about putting money in the Series 2. Finally got to where I wanted to be. So, Aura was the first one I was going to go after, right? So, the guy messages me back. Remember, we said that we were at 125. He messaged me back like, "Hey, had some time to think." And he was like, "Unfortunately, I can't do that price." I'm like, "All right." Now, me and Dylan talked about this before. I was like, I was willing to go to 800. Like 800 at the time, I was like, okay, I'll go to 8. 9 is pushing it, but
which is
8.
which is
Yeah,
insane, right? Because like
yeah.
you're thinking the last one's over 125. Now we're already at more than 4x, right?
4x. Yeah, yeah.
Because
So
they're dried up because you can't buy one anywhere else, right? This is your
no,
only shot. This
this
guy,
was
right? Because searching
yeah.
eBay, you couldn't find one.
So this at this time, so I was frustrated at this time, right? So I was buying as my frustration is boiling. I'm finding any way to get hollows and optichromes. That's how I built that collection, right?
Hmm.
He messaged me back like, had some time to think. Hate to say this, but I can't do that price. What are you looking for? He says 1,400. He says 1,400. I'm like,
And I
yo,
have no idea how he came up with that price, right?
right.
Like he took my 2,000. He's like, oh, well, let's do
Let's
1,400.
let's
Just
do
throw it out
14,
there.
right?
So
And so
now this is pretty much like 14x, right?
14x,
Overnight,
right?
overnight.
And now,
Just
like
because
yes,
one person made a Facebook post,
one
that person could
Facebook
be
post.
crazy. I could be a crazy person, right? You know,
Yes,
like this is crazy. I see that on collectors sites all the time, right?
yeah,
Someone lists like I recently I saw like someone listed like some Spider-Man comic that wasn't like the main one,
yeah,
and he
yeah,
wanted something ridiculous like 2,000, and like it was like 100 comments of them like bashing him, right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
no, not in the Fortnite community. This is a dude who just said, "All right, yeah, 1,400 is what I'm selling mine for. I ain't taking nothing less."
Listen,
Like, wow, you won't even take $800 cash just because some crazy person tried to sell it for more?
listen, and it was and so it was and then another person I was dealing with, I pitched the 800 to them as well, but because they were so unsure, because like they knew something was
Mm-hmm.
happening, they was like he kept it honest with me. He was like, listen, I don't know what this card is, but I see that it's something, so I just can't do it. Cool, I respect that. This guy switches on me, right? I'm like, all right. I was like, I'm definitely not giving you 1,400. Just can't do that. Now, this is how me and Dylan has connected. This is how we connected. I was willing to go a little higher with Dylan because I respected that he knew. He was the first person where I was like, okay, he knows the game just like I do. This is coming from a different place than just speculation in the card market, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I reached out to him, and Dylan is like, he's like, listen, this is my price, and this is where it's at. And I thought about it. I thought about the price. I did. I thought a long time, and I was like, I just can't do it. I can't do it
And,
at this
and,
time.
and I don't blame you, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, when I made the post, right, I was like, this is insane. I thought I was gonna get beaten up alive. I wasn't trying to sell the card, right? I was
Yeah.
frustrated, right? I was
Yeah.
frustrated, right? Because I love the game,
Yeah.
and like all these people are talking up the Ice King, Ice Queen. I keep saying,
Yep.
like, I think I've mentioned before, it's like I like Aura, hello. And
Yeah.
then like people are messaging me and like trying to buy it and stuff. I was like, no, I'm not selling you this for that. No, no. It's like you can't
Yeah.
find one on eBay for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So that it was completely frustration. And then you messaged me, and I was like, I felt bad, right? Because I'm a nice person. Like I sold one to my friend for like 600,
Yeah.
a friend, right?
Yeah.
And this was before the post, and I was like, and that hurt. And I was talking to my wife for like because he was looking everywhere. He's like, "Can you just link me? If you find one, link me to it." It's like
Yeah.
there's none.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
And like he just kept asking me, and I was like, "All right, yeah, I'll sell you one. I have extra. I'll sell you one." And then like I talked to my wife. It's like he's like, "Okay, well, give me a week to get the money." I was like, "Okay." As that week went by, I was like, I did not want to sell my card to this guy, and for like $600, and like I'm telling you, it was like, well, 125 was like the last sale, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
240 at some point
240. Yeah. It was one that was like, yeah. Yeah.
around there, and I was like, I'm over here trying not to sell it for triple,
Yeah.
right? I was like, it's like I just love this card so much. Like, yeah, we're cool. We play Fortnite together, but I mean,
Yeah.
I just love this card. I was like, I did not want to sell it. So then I was so frustrated. So I made the post. Then you reached out, and I felt bad, right? Because then people were actually messaging me. I thought people were gonna eat me alive, right? I
Yeah.
thought people were
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I was ready to throw hands. I was
Yeah.
like, come on, let me see these comments. Let's go. And no, people started messaging me offering, and I was like,
Uh huh.
some of them were smart. Someone came in with a really, I think I ended up selling to him I put another card in there with it. I think I sold it for like 1900, something like that. I
Yeah.
can't remember. I packaged it with another card
Was it
to
links?
kind of sweeten it. It might have been links. I think I
Yeah,
had
I think it
extra
was
links.
links.
Yeah, the thing was links. I threw it in those two for like 1900, which was like unheard of at the time,
That
right?
was
And
you
but
messed me up so
the
bad
guy,
with that.
yeah, I was like that. The dude was a good dude, right? He said he just doesn't. He was investing, right, in good
Yeah.
cards, and he's like, I don't want to miss my opportunity now just for over a few $100, right? So he's like, he got two good cards for above market price, way above market price, but then he was set, right?
Yeah.
So he'd go on his way and like he can go back to like doing his regular job and investing however what he's doing. But so I came down a little bit on the price, but not much, right? I was like,
Well, and if you think about like obviously you gave him other cards more than just links and aura, right?
nope, just those two.
Okay, so if it was just links and aura, realistically at that time, I paid the most for links. I paid on eBay, I paid 450, and it went on the Facebook Market group. Everybody's like, who would do this? And I'm like, I just knew what links was.
Yeah.
Ironically speaking, I had to use links in the trade to get aura. so, so,
Well, I'll tell
but
you,
yeah,
at this time, I think I was sitting in cards at PSA. I had a whole stack or whatever. So I
yeah.
thought my links was an extra, right?
Oh
Right. So I
man.
thought, I'm to this day, I don't think I have a USA links anymore, cracked
Yeah.
ice. I think I have an Italy one, but I think I messed up by selling that to him.
Yeah.
Um,
Cause
so really, I mean,
well, cause
it was a good deal, right?
yeah,
We both benefited from it. He got two good cards. I didn't screw him over. He got
yeah,
two good cards.
and
So
on top of that, realistically, at that time, I mean, I paid the highest for links, but I guess the average comfortable price would have been 300. Would have been 300.
at
So
the time, yeah.
yeah. So realistically, you sold Aura for 16, which is crazy. You hit the jackpot on that because that. But the reason why we wanted to do this video is for that reason. Like we didn't know that was gonna happen. Now
No,
I did know that when you put the post up, I was the first one to see the post. I just refreshed my Facebook, right? And I seen it.
hmm
I knew it was gonna do something. I didn't
yeah,
know it was gonna be that.
I can already imagine. You're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
freak, right?
I just
This
thought,
dude really wants to
yeah.
go and do this. He's really gonna blow up my spot. I can
See,
imagine. I can
yeah, it was
probably
more so
cursing
I
my
thought
name.
I thought people were gonna hold on to it. You know what I mean? I thought people were gonna hold
Mhm.
on to it more than completely shift the price. But like you said, that was
Like
one person.
instantly.
It was instant.
It, one
It was
person said something, me, and I'm
yeah,
not some like, yeah, I talk a lot in the group, right? But I'm not like some like person who holds a lot of weight.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? People don't just follow what I say.
Right.
At least I don't think they do, right? I'm
Yeah.
not,
Well,
and so
well,
and and I guess they do. I don't know, because I couldn't find any anywhere, so then they just the prices exploded or whatever, and
yeah,
then I felt bad, and I didn't see any for a while, and then truth be told, I bought some more. As you know, like I bought the SGC for a
yeah,
thousand bucks,
yeah.
the 10. So I got that back because people
And I
still
have
sold
the
it.
so I it was supposed to have it for this
I put
segment
mine out
today.
here.
But yes, look at that. Yeah, y'all don't understand. Like
The 10.
it's weird because so me or you don't really like heavily look at each sale that happens each week or
Mm-mm.
anything like that. But I am almost positive, nobody is outselling Aura in Series 2 right now. And I'm saying like so even though it was you, SGC 10 for 1K, and that's not you just trying to shift the market. Like you really wanted the card,
Yeah, yeah. I
and
really wanted the card.
yeah,
Like,
and
I told my wife, I was
like
like, I really want. I haven't spent that much on a card before.
no, like
That's not true. I spent 900 on one, Gold Trooper Cracked Ice PSA 9, which I didn't sold, but this was the
yeah,
most I spent on a card. It was
yeah,
$1,000, and like I'm not some big. I just don't have money just to throw around either, guys. I was like,
right,
I wanted this card.
yeah,
If someone offered me 2,000 right now for the card, I would say no.
yeah,
This is
No,
the only
that's
SGC too.
and that's the
It's
thing.
like I'm a
Like,
collector, yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
and like
So
I don't agree with. I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, you sold your card too cheap. Like if you want to sell your card,
sell
right?
your
If
card.
it doesn't
Yes,
hold that value to you, once this if someone offers me an amount of money
mm-hmm.
that outweighs how much that card means to me, I'm gonna sell it,
Yes,
regardless of what the market's gonna do. Oh, you can make the market go bigger by holding. Just hold. It's like this isn't a stock, right?
no, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
collecting because I enjoy the game, the story, and yes, I want to invest. I want these to gain value,
yeah.
but at the same time, if I'm ready to sell a card, I'm ready to sell it. But you
It's
can't tell me not
nothing.
to
Yeah,
sell it.
yeah, and
And I
I,
think that's why the prices can explode so fast too.
yes, yes,
Like
yes,
the prices aren't gonna go up because you keep seeing sales at a high number. It's gonna go up because it gets to a point where someone loves that so much they're not gonna sell it. And you
yes,
can't find any anywhere.
yeah,
I'll tell you
yeah.
right now, if Aura cards go lower, I'm buying
I'm
them.
buying more. Yes, yes,
As a collector, I'm buying
yeah,
more. I have Italy, I have a whole bunch of like auras,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So like if they go cheap, I'm buying them. So I don't really care if
yeah,
someone sells one for 1,200, 1,300, and I think it's worth 5,000.
yeah,
If I think that, I'm not gonna complain.
yeah.
If a Black Knight goes for 26,000, but I think it's worth 50,000, I'm not gonna complain to that person.
No,
You
no,
know,
because
that's their position. And I was like, we're not here. This isn't like a pyramid scheme, guys. Like some people actually love this stuff.
yeah,
It's not just
yeah.
to invest and make money,
Mm-hmm.
but the cards can spike at any time. So
Like,
if you see a deal on a card you really want, take it.
mm-hmm. And you can do your, as a just a strict collector that may not play the game, you can do your homework and see.
Hmm.
And now I will say this though. I will say this. There's certain things that is like infiltrated into the game that's like kind of like it's undebatable. Like it's like certain things that like I was trying to explain a couple times what aura was. You know what I mean? Like I've
Hmm.
tried to like I'm like cuz like to be honest, like aura reminds this is you play basketball. So you aura reminds me more of Kobe Bryant more than anything. Let me tell you why.
Hmm.
Because
I
she's
already know where you're going
loved.
with this. I get it.
She's
Yeah.
loved but she's hated because she's so good. Because
Hmm.
because when you see an aura, you know what's about to happen. That makes you she becomes that level of a sweat skin where she has hate as well, and that makes her, I hate to say this, that makes her the perfect card because it's one of
Hmm.
those things where she's like the
The
anti-hero.
hate, the hate
Yeah,
makes her so much more well known.
yes, yes,
So
like
we'll tell you guys, like in the game, not everyone's a nerd like me and like knows the skin names, knows all the
same,
cards.
same.
I don't have to flip it, right? Not
Yeah,
everyone. I play with people who play every day. They
yes,
don't know the names of every skin, right?
yes, yep,
They know aura.
yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh, an aura's coming. They know that name when I
They know
say
that
that.
name.
They
Yeah,
may not know like some other random name, right? Like Zadie. They may not
yeah.
know Zadie.
They know,
Oh,
yeah,
Zadie's over there.
yeah.
They're not gonna necessarily know that.
They're gonna know it by a
It's
sweat
like,
skin more than the actual name
yeah,
compared.
they'll know it by the visual. Oh, there's a
Yes,
sweat skin here. Now
yeah,
there's a couple like that, like Black Knight. Oh, there's a Black Knight. There's a Black Knight. They'll know that
yes,
one, right? They'll know a couple like that. But like Aura is one of those ones that they know the name,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And she's loved and hated, and it's the
yes,
perfect mix of a card.
100%.
And it's freaking gold. It's like
It's
perfect
gold.
looking.
Yes,
When it came out gold background, and I saw the card, I was like, I
yeah,
remind you, I bought mine for like $25 off some people. People were selling this card for $25. All right, since this is an episode about how quickly these Fortnite cards can explode,
yeah,
I'll tell another one about something I did. Like I said, I don't have like big money to throw around. Like I don't have the best collection. We said this in the last podcast.
yeah.
Um, I made a big deal. I bought a promo set for $200 on eBay.
Mm.
3 months later, they were selling one sold for like 11,000. like on eBay or something like that, something crazy, right?
Yeah.
Then everyone started like trying to like sell theirs, and then people were trying to buy them, right? And then I saw the price going down, and I remember that the promo sets got restocked like 3 or 4 times, right?
Yeah.
And I know they had more than 50 at each one. I mean, come on. I mean, they're trying to make money, right?
Yeah.
So like, it's not like they only have like 10 sets each one. So in my head, I'm thinking there's more promo sets than there are of like a single shard, right? There's got to be, right? So
Right.
at least 200, at least the same. So I was like, and the price was so high, so I went ahead and sold mine for about 4,800. That was the biggest deal. It went from 3 months. I went from
Oh my
200 to
god.
$4,800 in 3 months,
Yeah.
and that's because of one sale. I was like, these Fortnite cards have crazy potential,
Mm-hmm.
and like they're gonna explode. And was like some Pokemon cards go for over a few $100,000.
Yeah.
Give it time. I,
Mm-hmm.
I, I bought my Fortnite cards before I joined the Facebook group and everything. When I was buying Fortnite cards, I was like, I'm gonna buy these and hold these. These are gonna be worth something someday. Six
Yeah.
months later, these things are crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that someday hasn't come. When I said someday, I didn't mean 6 months,
Right.
right?
Right.
So I'm here for the long run. But these prices could explode at any time. So if there's a card that you've been wanting to get and
Uh-huh.
it's cheap, I'll get it later. You never know. You never know. A comic book's gonna come out and they're gonna have a story about one of these skins,
Yeah.
and the skin that you were gonna buy, but you're just waiting because it was cheap. It could explode in a day,
Literally.
in an
And
hour,
it
literally in an
literally
hour, in a minute.
happened.
It's happened a couple of times. It
Yes.
happened to between us two, So
Yes. Yes.
it's insane. That's kind of what we want to talk about this episode.
Mm-hmm. Like, and it's been multiple, and it has made me and Dylan um very careful with what we say, because people would
Mm,
either think that we're just completely tripping, or they know we know something. And you have to approach negotiations and reaching out to people or auction very wisely when you do when you do things like that. Like, it's
or
very interesting.
publicly,
Yeah.
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 Like I didn't think I had a voice that could affect the market.
Yeah.
If I knew it was gonna happen like that, I probably would not have said that, because I would have just kept waiting and looking and buying more cards. But
But
I mean, I ruined it for myself, really.
so
You
do
too,
you
of course. But
unbiasedly, like dead serious, what card in series 2 is over aura? Like, if you like, unbiasedly.
so not for me. Which one do I think has the most potential and is worth the most?
Yes.
All right, so not personally. I'm going through in my head real quick all the skins.
Yeah.
There's not. I think Aura is the best card in the series too. I'm
So
trying not to be. I'm trying not to be biased, but
do you think
It's
that
de-
was
I don't even think there's one that's close.
it's not though. And that's me being completely unbiased. Like, it's hard
And
because
we have to say because it's my favorite card, and I'll tell you guys exactly what I have. How about that?
yes.
I have a SGC Cracked Ice Aura 10.
Uh-huh.
That's USA. I have a USA Cracked Ice Raw.
Right.
I have two Italy Cracked Ice. One is raw, and one is a 9 from, what is this? It's like a. I have this one here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. The Italy
And
is
then
good, honestly.
I have two Cracked Ice USA at PSA right now. I have three Optichrome at PSA. I have three Hollows at PSA. Ungraded yet. They haven't come back. It's been about 9 months. So I'm saying this with you guys knowing that I have some in stock, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
plan to sell any of these, but yes, I think this is the best card of Series 2.
Yeah.
I think it's worth the most. It's probably like by a long shot. There's a couple other good cards, only a few in my opinion from Series 2, but it's Aura by a
And
long
and
shot.
Yeah,
I think I got a deal. $1,000 for 10. I think I got a deal.
yeah, yeah.
That's how bad. And somebody
And
who doesn't have $1,000 to throw around.
right, and so for me, I have a PSA 9 cracked ice, USA print aura on the way. Uh, I have a lot of Optichromes. Let's just say that Optichromes was the way I was able to suppress not having a cracked ice at a time. So let's just say
And they
that.
look sweet.
And I love the
They
Optichromes. Like
I have some raw ones. I don't remember. I sold. People were reaching out to me. I sold some of my hollows and African since I had some at PSA.
yes,
So, but
and
they're pretty sweet.
then I
This
have
one,
the
the reason I have this one, it has a dent in it. I don't know if you can see it. That's why I just kept
oh
this one.
yeah, yeah.
Can you see it?
Then yeah, I have a dent one too. I don't know where.
It'll be interesting to see how these come back from PSA. These Optichrome.
Yeah,
But so just to show you, yes, we're saying we have these. I have these cards, right? So I'm saying it's the best card, but I am biased. But it is my honest opinion. That's why I spent money on them.
that's why you did it. Yeah, like the
hmm I also did. It's one of my favorite cards. I think it was one of the best looking cards, and I mean, I just really wanted the card. But
yeah, the aura reloaded with the red background is so dope.
yes, I do have some. I have a whole page. I have all mine in my binder. I think I sent some reloaded to PSA. By the way, I don't know if I sent any auras in.
Yeah,
I only sent like 5 reloaded cards. Yeah, here's my page of aura from reloaded.
yo, that is so sweet.
Now, if you guys
Yeah,
don't have this binder, this binder is kind of
the
sweet. It's the
card binder.
Ultra
Yeah,
Pro.
with this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can buy them at Target. You can put it in the middle. So I have like each season, first 9 season
look at that season 8. Oh my gosh, that
with
man.
the Lux there. Yeah, so like this is like my base binder for show off.
Yeah,
These are all base cards in here. But for Series 2, Aura. I mean, Aura's better than so Aura's probably one of the only Season 2 cards that comes close to beating a premium Season 1 card.
yeah, yeah.
So it's like that, and like once I bought my auras from other people, it's like there's no reason for me to buy mega boxes, right?
Cause you got what
There's,
you.
there's just
Yeah,
no reason.
yeah.
It's too hard. It's too hard to pull it, and there's nothing else good in those boxes that I would want.
Right, because everything else
Like
and like
she was my hit card. Now Series 1, right? Like if you don't hit your hit card of the Black Knight, I could
yeah,
get Gold Trooper, Skull Ranger, Bright Bomber,
yes.
Dart Bomber. I could keep going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
The second set, it's like I really wanted Aura, and if I didn't hit her, there wasn't too much that would get me excited,
Yeah, yeah.
personally.
I'm
So if you guys don't have an Aura, you're missing out on.
I'm trying to think of like cuz like you said I'm literally being unbiased with this like just based off of what I know of the game there's I'll say this I don't even I don't have this card. You know this so okay, since we're doing something that people will possibly think is biased. This is a card that I only have in a hollow and Optichrome that I want in a cracked ice because I do feel down the road she's gonna she's gonna reach a different height as well, and that's Ruby. Ruby is literally
Mm,
loved in the game, like absolutely loved, and you know she has. I think the only thing that could go against her is how many times she's been reskinned so far in such a short amount of time. Um, but other than that, people love Ruby. Like they love that skin. They love the so that is a card that I do want in a cracked ice just based off of the trends of Fortnite for sure. And you know, that is a very, very popular skin in the game. Uh and that would be more so in the I think series 2 is has a lot to do with the most worn skins or like a lot of like Zadie's in there, but Zadie is a skin that I
it
truly
has
do
good
enjoy.
sweaty skins, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah.
sweaty skins
So
in
so
series 2.
Series 2 doesn't have very many nostalgic skins,
Right.
but it has some popular worn skins. I'd say that.
Right.
And I will tell you guys that the majority of the skins that are worth anything in Series 2 are like common or rare.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know how
And
much.
there's
I don't know how
very
much. Like the I forgot about the Paradigm. She's
paradigm. Yeah.
yeah, Paradigm. She's rare too.
Yeah. And that paradigm singularity connection.
Hmm. She's part of the seven. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even have that card because I wasn't really following it that much. But that's probably gonna be a big card. Um, I'll throw another one out there. Red Jade.
Red Jade. Yeah.
Now I told you I don't like red and black, right? I
Yeah.
said this last time.
So yeah, yeah.
They came out with a colorway with it blue and black.
Yeah.
Instantly bought the skin, and
Yeah.
then they came out with that ghoul
Yeah,
version of
that
it.
one is sweet, yo. That one is
So I
real
rock
sweet.
that one now. So now I kind of want that card, and I don't have a red jade cracked ice because I think there's one
Yeah.
out there for like 300, and I just don't wear it enough to chase that. But it's pretty popular. Again,
Yeah,
the
it's a good it's a
the common and rares of Series 2 did better than what everyone else was
so
chasing.
is that the way you would explain it? Is that the way you explain series 2 compared to series 1? Like
Yeah, I would
because
say that I would
yeah,
definitely compare it that way. That season one, I mean season one, series one is full of nostalgic skins
mhm.
that are known
Mhm.
as Fortnite originals, right? Like are
Right.
still popular today, mean a lot to me,
Yep.
and good looking skins, and but series two had a lot of I say a lot, had a good few of the most worn skins currently
Yes.
over the last like few seasons, right? Um, the problem is, and I'll say this now, the problem is with that is that popularity changes like Crystal,
Yes.
right? Popularity changes. Nostalgia is not going to change.
Listen.
Like the series one cards, the Dark Bomb and the Ghoul Troopers and stuff, those will forever be the most
Solidified.
OG, yeah, those are solidified. It's kind of like Michael Jordan. It's kind of like Larry
Yes.
Bird. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Those are like solidified. Now these ones are super popular now.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean they're going to be now. You're gonna say, well, does that mean Aura? Possibly,
Yeah.
but Aura's been popular since season 8, so it's been over 10 seasons.
Chapter
That's
1
a
that
pretty
is.
Yeah, chapter 1. She was in chapter 1, season 8, and
Yeah.
she's still worn to this day. And now we're in chapter 3,
Yeah.
so
And
yeah,
it's
she is part of that. Just she's popular, but she's been popular a long time.
yeah, because like okay, so for instance, I'll say this, right? The one that was like aura before aura as in the item shop was Bright Bomber. And
Mm-hmm.
Bright
The clo-
Bomber
that's probably the close. That's probably the
y-
closest thing. Yeah.
yes, like
Yep.
and Bright Bomber started to kind of not fall off, but the ones that wears her now and the ones that didn't consistently has another, main skin or rotate different skins.
Mm-hmm.
But she was popular for so long, and they used her in the storyline, and they used her in in promotions that
Everything. Oh,
she's solidified. There's nothing that can
they
happen to
used
her.
her. I just remembered they used her in that Apple ad. Remember they made fun of Apple
Yes.
like breaking the hierarchy
Yeah.
or breaking
Yeah.
the government because like, oh, we're doing things against the government, and then so
Yeah.
they copied their commercial, and it was
Yeah.
Bright Bomber who threw the
Yep.
pickaxe. And that was
Yep.
great. But no, I agree. Yeah, Series
No.
one nostalgia, Series two, um, popular skins during this time.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put it. And for
It's
you guys wondering, Ultimate Knight, Ice King, Ice Queen do not fit that. They don't fit any of those.
yeah. Yeah.
You can try to
Because
say nostalgia, but no, not really.
and the thing is, I guess for me it's like I know what because like okay, to be honest, like they don't fit that nostalgia aspect because in my opinion, the one that did that next after like all the OG and everything like that was Midas. It was a very
Hmm.
long time. And then Midas kind of had this trigger where it was like that was this
Like a new
next
era,
wave.
right?
Yeah, this that was this
Midas was
new
like a new
era's
era.
Black Knight. Like
Yep, a new
and
era's nostalgia.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
Midas
and
will
then
be nostalgic. Once chapter two becomes nostalgic, which it will, people will be like, bring back chapter two. They're
yeah,
gonna do that. I mean, they're gonna think Midas, right? And like I agree. They're gonna be like
yeah,
Midas. So maybe we just haven't hit that point for these cars to be nostalgic, but
yeah,
there's just
which
not
means
too much in there's just not too much in there that screams nostalgia,
well,
except for Midas.
right. And the thing is, I guess with series two, what the truth is, and we've talked about it before, is that there is no solidified top 10. It can't be
No,
because there's nothing. What do you
it's
even
too
is
it's too early,
yeah, it's
right?
just
I mean, let's talk about other collectibles for a minute, right?
yeah,
I know everyone's be like, oh, this isn't basketball, this isn't sports, this isn't Pokemon. Okay, but
yeah,
they're collectibles, so let's compare.
yeah,
And let's say like back when Michael Jordan was out there, it's like, you can't say there was a top 10 card, right?
yeah,
Even if there was a card market, for Pokemon, it's like this is the same thing, You
yeah,
you can't 3 years in be like this is the top 10
yeah,
in a franchise that's obviously going to be around for more than 3 years that it's been, right? It's going to be
yeah,
around for 10, 20 plus years, in my opinion. They've got
yeah,
too much material to keep going, to just stop. And so there can't be a top 10. And if there is a top 10, we won't find out for a very long time.
yeah, yeah,
Because what if they start doing one of ones? What if they release a pink gold trooper? What if they release a renegade raider?
yeah, yeah,
And so it's too hard. And it's like, for me personally, my top, I mean, or I like or over Black Knight. Like if I had to choose, right? Like if I had to
yeah,
choose a card that I wanted the most, right? Let's say I couldn't sell it, I was not allowed to sell it,
yeah,
or let's say they're both the same price, right? And I got to pick which one I wanted. It would be an Aura,
yeah.
hands down.
Mine's
Black Knight or Aura.
yeah, mine's would be Lux.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's would be
So like
Lux.
so many people are gonna be different, right?
Yeah,
And it's like Black Knight is a great card. I'd like to collect it and stuff. Um, it's gonna be in the top. It's really. I mean, it's OG for sure. But at the same time, we can't just say there's a top 10. Just like you
yeah.
can't say there's a top 10 sweatiest skins. And like,
You really
I
can't.
mean, maybe if Epic came out and said, okay, these are the top players, and then we took all the skins they normally use and we
Yes.
cross referenced them, and here's the top 10 sweatiest skins. There you go.
Yeah.
Until
Yeah.
Epic does that with the actual data, it's going to be too close. And this is how it's too close. Um, I don't know where this data came from, but someone posted it from one of the sites that tracked the data of skins used or something. And for Chapter 2, Season 8, Aura was used the most
Yeah.
out of any other skin.
Any other skin?
And she was used 4%. The next
4%.
skin under her was 2 point something percent, and then
Yeah.
the next skin under her was 1%.
Mm-hmm. And
That's how many people play it, right? That's how many
mm-hmm.
skins there are. That's a crazy percentage. The most skin to use is 4% during that
Mm-hmm.
season.
Mm-hmm.
4%. So those are some crazy statistics that you have to pull out your butt, right?
Yeah.
So getting the top 10 is almost impossible when you're dealing with that small percentages, right?
Yeah.
So like what's under 1%, like 0.3, and then a whole bunch of 0.2s, a whole bunch of
Yeah.
0.1%.
Yeah.
So saying anything's the top 10 is super hard, and it's all just people's opinions. So if you see that on a YouTube
100%.
video, it's like this is a top 25 popular skins and stuff, it's probably all opinion. There's
Yeah.
like almost no way to know.
Hmm.
Now you can say like what are super popular skins? That's easy, right?
Yeah.
Like you load into a match and what do you see all the time?
Yeah.
But you can't number them.
No.
So
Like
it's like almost impossible.
it really is. It really is. And it is that's so when it comes to just for series three, that's what y'all have to do. Yeah, yeah. I have to look at the checklist objectively, and
Hmm.
then you have to pick out, okay, this is a PC card. This is probably never gonna, and if it does, that's great for you. But then it's gonna be the ones that you really, look at and be like, does this truly have potential? Because a lot of times people get really excited. People start grabbing everything. They take every deal. They take every,
Hmm.
raz, everything that's happening, and then it's just these
They start
cards.
listening to the wrong people,
Yes,
right?
yeah, and
Like
then it's
I know there's people because I've seen comments and I read the comments,
yeah,
and like someone's like, when is Ultimate Night gonna come back up in value?
yeah,
And so I'm like, and I haven't said anything because I don't really want to like
yeah,
make you guys feel bad or anything, but in my opinion,
yeah,
Ultimate Night is still high.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
worth. I mean, I don't think it's worth that as much as you think it is, and
yeah,
not every card is going to be a banger. Not every card's going to be worth a couple hundred.
and that's the truth.
Some hollows and some cacti should be worth about $10 to $20.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I have one of my cards that I used to wear during arenas. Which is not a popular skin, all right?
yeah,
So don't go blowing this card up. Is this card
yes,
here?
yeah, yeah,
It's not popular, and
mm-hmm,
I wore it though,
yeah,
right? And so I got a hollow and Aquachrome and a Cardice, and then I started seeing it go for like over $100 or something ridiculous, and I was like, I'm not. I like the skin, but I'm not paying that. That's just a PC
yeah,
card. I only wanted one of
yeah,
each, you know, because
yeah,
I used to wear it for arenas, and I kind of like the card. I haven't. I mean, I kind of like the skin. So like, not every card is meant to be life changing money. Okay.
like
Um.
that's like the
So I mean.
bunny brawler. Bunny brawler is
Mhm.
that's always gonna be one of my favorites. That was like my original before troll. Like this is my like, cause I used to get killed by Rabbit Raider, and it used to piss me
Mhm.
off so much. Bunny brawler was like my counter to that. So yeah, but it's just that's a PC card. I don't expect anything from it at all. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
literally just a PC connecting me to the game and nostalgia.
I would. I would almost say for me, nostalgia wise, like, um, Blue Squire. If it
Yeah,
wasn't so OG and in the same season as like the Black Knight and stuff like that, that would be a PC card for me
yeah, yeah,
because it was the first skin I wore that wasn't a random skin.
yeah,
It was the
yeah,
first, and but I think it's worth more mainly because of nostalgia and everything, right?
yeah.
Um, but it would have been a PC card if it wasn't for that for
Right.
me. Um, and so I mean, there's some others like that. While we're talking about cards, man, I think one of my favorite seasons was seasons like the fairy tale one, season 6 with Dyer and
Yes.
the
Yes.
Red Riding Hood. Now, what's her name? Fable.
Fable.
For
I
the
like her
longest time, she
pickaxe.
wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I liked her in general. She was like, I still wear that skin occasionally. I should wear it more. I might start wearing that this season.
There you go.
It's a nice skin, and
Yeah.
I felt like that card was like undervalued for the long. I think it still
Mhm.
probably is, but
Mhm.
only because I like it so much. So maybe it's a PC card. Maybe that's me.
And that's
You
yeah,
know,
and that's what you have to evaluate.
and that's possible. And like I thought Dyer, the Wolf guy, I thought he'd be a big card too. But then I was like, you know what? I really like that season.
Yeah,
That just might be a
right.
me thing. Now
Right.
there's other cards I know is not a me thing. Like I know Gold Troopers. I know Gold Troopers like hit
Yeah.
out of the park. Dark Bomber.
Yeah.
Like I know that,
Yeah.
right? But then there's some things that I know to myself like, yeah, it's a decent card. It's probably worth what it should be. Like Dire Wolf, I think it's worth what it's put out there. I remember
Mhm.
because I like that season so much, and
Yeah.
but it's got to be to the right collector.
Yeah.
And I liked Fable. Like I mean, if Fable was or like what's her name, like Calamity that we talked about before.
Yes, Calamity. Yeah.
I rocked her for a long time, even though she was
Calam-
kind of bulky with her like cape and stuff.
you have to take the cape off.
Yeah, sometimes I just wore it. It was just
Yeah.
like with the smoke and everything. It was just so
Yeah.
cool because that was the first
That's
like, one of the first times they started doing like the different
see,
like you
and I wish
change things about the
Deadfire
skin.
was mine. I love the Deadfire. Like I love Deadfire and Calamity. Like that was a great season, bro. That was a great
Yeah,
season.
it was.
It was a
That
great
was a
season.
really good season. I remember I used to go to it was like it wasn't tilted no more. It was or is it next to tilted? It was
Oh, it was
like
the
a saloon area, and you couldn't build.
yes, it was the
So I landed there,
revolvers and
and
all
I
that.
would just like, hit people with the pump. And I remember just I used to wear it because it was like all like it was all like what do you call it, cowboys and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So I used to wear her all the time that season. One of my favorite seasons.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
I really
See,
like that battle pass.
see,
It's like a
you
fairy
know
tale
what
battle
though?
pass.
Like that season 6, 7, 8 was amazing. 6, 7, 8. Cause
Hmm
7 was the snow, the Christmas season when they brought Nagobs and Mary Marauder back, and all of that.
hmm
Those seasons were really. I hated the helicopters. Hated them. After I got my like snipe, I got like one snipe in the helicopter, and it was
hmm
like in the first 2 days. After that, I was completely done with them. The mechs, the
The
Infinity
mechs
Blade.
ruined it. Yeah, I
Oh,
hated the mechs. Was that good? You remember they brought in Thanos?
yeah. Yo, it was so bad. Oh, I hated it.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I guess
It was
I
good
got to
for
try it out once. You know, let me tell you, like you have to. Whenever that happens, like you think, oh, I'm gonna hate this, but you know you gotta try it at least
yeah.
once.
You
You
have
gotta
to.
get the power at
Yeah,
least
you
once.
have to.
And let me tell you, I always suck with the good item. Like the sword, I was horrible with.
Yes.
The lightsaber. All right, no, that's not true. The lightsabers weren't too bad. That's probably the only thing that
Yeah,
was
that was
like, all right, these
tolerable.
are kind of fun.
Yeah.
I got a win. I had a crazy win with my with one of my squad mates. We had lightsabers. We were at Dirty Docks, and like this guy, it was the final circle, so the circle was super tiny, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, we're in this building, and then it broke down, so we fall, right? And this guy, there was traps in the game. He had
Yeah. Yeah.
traps
All on the
diagonally
ground.
from each other. No, so like let's say they were diagonally from each other. So like the
Yeah.
points were touching. So
Yeah.
there's two, the one in front and the one in back. There's nothing, and then on the right and the one on the left, there's two
Yeah.
traps.
Yeah.
So we landed on the one there was no trap, and then I hit my sword. And when you use the lightsaber, you kind of like swing and do like a
Yeah.
flip kind of thing. And so I was flipping over the traps, hitting this dude with the sword while there were traps there. It was the craziest game ever. But that's
Oh
like one of the
man.
only times that like I kind of enjoy the extra things.
Yeah.
Um, Normally I just kind of hate them. Like the mechs were just horrible. It was just like unbearable. But you still play the game, right?
Yeah.
So
That was an era, man. That was an era for sure.
and it just feels like this season's bringing that back to me.
Yeah.
It just feels it just I don't know what it is. Like we're missing. I'm missing Fortnite right now talking to you
Yo,
guys. Just so y'all know.
literally,
Hope y'all
we missing
appreciate all this.
a couple dubs.
Yeah, I mean, I told my peeps I'm gonna get back on, and but we
Yeah.
just sitting here talking to you guys, dropping out some knowledge so you guys can benefit from it in 10 years.
Yeah.
So, man,
Just
those are some good seasons.
yeah, and the moral of it is just understand that anything can surge at any time. So if you have that card you've been wanting, find a way, whether it's through trade, whether it's getting that next auction, find a way to get your hands on it. It's a lot of different. I mean, PWC, Golden Co. Uh, Obviously eBay. A lot of places have Fortnite cards now. It wasn't like this just 6 months ago. And
Yeah, I'm
now it
telling
has
you, like
changed
it's
tremendously.
and once this stuff dries up, because there was a I'll tell y'all there was a time when I couldn't find a gold trooper, right?
Yeah,
Italy cracked ice or anything. Like there was a time that there was no cracked ice on eBay, and I remember it vividly, right? And
yeah,
so like when a gold trooper popped up, there was the only gold trooper on there, like $500. I bought it.
yeah,
Cracked ice, Italy. I bought it,
yeah,
right? Without hesitation. I was like, I had to have it because I haven't seen one in a while, right?
yeah,
Now when all this stuff starts, when collectors like me who isn't out here selling their cards every day,
yeah,
you know, once like more join, it's not gonna take a lot.
yeah, yeah,
Especially with you guys selling your cards so cheap. Like I just bought a gold trooper for $75,
yeah,
cracked ice.
yeah.
It's like they're gonna dry up eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Italy and USA,
Mm-hmm.
and so once the Italy dries up, you guys aren't gonna be complaining. Oh, it's just in Italy. It's too cheap. Well, there's
We
not
gonna
gonna be
want
any
the
out there
Italy.
anymore.
Yeah.
You won't be able to buy in Italy. Then what will you say?
Mm-hmm.
Once they all dry up, just like my aura, there was none.
Yeah.
That's when you know. That's when you know a card is going to explode too. If you cannot find one
Yeah.
anywhere,
Yeah.
that means there's somebody holding one, or there's a lot of people holding one, or somebody holding a lot.
Yeah.
And that card, if you find it, it's going to explode soon. It might not
Mm-hmm.
be listed for a lot, but when it
Yeah.
does get listed, it will be for a lot because they're going to not want to sell it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how you can look to see if a card's about to explode. Like there's a couple out there that I want that won't pop up
At all. It's been
at
a
all.
it's been a couple that I've been waiting. I mean, I've showed y'all one of them. I just been waiting. And I mean, I'll say it's about between series 1 and series 2, it's about 5. And I just have
Hmm.
not seen them at all. And I mean, I
There's
had the
actually, there's
eBay search
actually,
saved. I'm just waiting.
yeah.
But
If you guys do not know how to do that,
yeah.
don't use eBay on the computer. I mean,
Yeah.
you can do that, but use your phone.
Yeah.
Go to your phone. You can save your search,
Mhm.
and then it'll notify you when it pops up. I just check it like every, I don't know, every couple hours. Open up it, read,
Yeah.
and like scroll down, and it'll refresh your search,
Yep.
your saved search, and
Yep.
it'll tell you if there's more stuff added. And then when
Yeah.
you click on it, it'll only show you the stuff that was added.
Yeah.
That way, you can always see the most new things. So if you have, let's say, you want a card, let's say you want what's a crappy card? Let's say you really want an Ice King, right?
Yeah.
And then you save the search, and then you refresh every time, and then you can be the first one to buy it.
Yeah.
So that's a good tip if you guys don't know that one. That's how I get most of my cards, and I've been looking for like Rob's been looking.
Mhm.
There's a cards that I've been looking. I don't know if I should have we given a good card away
No.
on this podcast.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay. All right. Um, I have one or two. I can't remember, but I really want more of
Yeah.
Hush,
Yeah.
Cracked Ice. I really want more. She does
Uh,
not pop up ever.
so we have
Yeah,
one of the same ones on our list.
I sold one a couple months ago because I needed some cash for something else, and I was looking, and um, that's the only card that I was willing to sell that would get me that amount of money.
Yeah.
So I sold her. But then I've been looking and looking and looking, and she will not pop up. And I love that card. I love Hush.
Yeah.
She was a sweet card, and
Yeah.
she would not pop up on eBay or anything. So people aren't selling her, right? So why are they not selling her? Because they probably like her. See, there's a Hush right there.
Now, I have the Hush Hollow and the Optichrome. I've been trying to get a Hush Cracked Ice for so long. And I mean, it just, like you said,
Yeah,
it's
and if I
just,
knew that, I would have sold. I think did we have this conversation? I would have sold you the Hush that I sold. I
I would
sold it on
love that.
Facebook.
But
Um, the only ones I've been able to find are like Italy ones,
yeah.
and I'm not against it. But I wanted some USA ones. I bought the Italy ones I found that were in good condition. I think there's like some on eBay that are Italy, but I
Yeah.
can't find any USA ones. And I want some more USA ones. I think I sent one in to PSA, but I had one raw and I sold it, and now I want another one or two. But they won't pop up. So when they do pop up, who knows what the price is going to be?
I do want an 8 ball. I want an 8 ball Cracked Ice. I like
It
it.
looks pretty sweet. I don't have one of those, but I
I
don't
have
ever
the
wear that skin.
Optic.
I remember when that skin came out.
Yeah. It was, you know what, though? To be honest, as in creative, I think it's a pretty dope skin. Like actually in game, like it's a good skin.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah, it is. I
it's a
think
good
the only
skin.
reason I didn't wear it is because I don't know. You know what is worn? The red and black version is worn a lot, where it's
Yeah. Oh, the scratch.
like outlines.
No,
Yeah, but it's like a weird version of it where it's like red lines all over it.
it's like decrypted. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, yeah. And then
Yeah, that one for some reason that one's worn more than all the other
and
ones.
while you
That's
looking
my
that
least
up,
favorite.
uh, just so y'all know, 8 ball and scratch are the same skin. 8 ball and
Yeah,
scratch are
just
the
different
same skin.
colorways.
It's the shadow and the what was it? Shadow and what for chapter 2, season
Uh,
2? I can't remember.
this was chapter 2, season 1, so this was before
Yeah,
Shadow and
season 1. My
Ghost.
bad. Yes.
And I didn't think A ball is just the black for like pool, and scratch is just white because the white the in pool when you scratch is because you hit the white ball in. I think,
Yeah.
And there's a gold one. Oh, Corrupted. That's what it's called.
Corrupted. I
The
said
red and
that
black version,
correctly.
Corrupted. And I see that one all the time, really, in
Yeah.
like creative stuff. I don't really like that one. I
Yeah.
think the other ones are cooler. But
I
did
like the
you
black and
see
gold one.
the yeah, black and gold one's pretty cool. Did you see the new 8 ball skin?
Yes, the like the it got like the
The
Japanese font
it's like a
on the hoodie.
cyber.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cyberpunk.
I bought yeah the cyber. I bought that pack,
Yeah,
um, mainly because of Links.
yeah.
Because they put a
Links
new
is
Links in
super
there,
dope.
and she was pretty cool. I haven't really worn them that much, so
Yeah,
it's like one of those packs. Like, ooh, these look tight. I'm gonna buy it. I buy it,
yeah,
and I'm like, I use it once. I'm like, it's just not hitting. I don't know why.
yeah,
And it'd be like that sometimes.
man.
But yeah,
But
so I mean, I think that sums it up pretty well,
yeah,
guys. It's for the collectors out there. If there's a card that you want to collect, but you just been putting off because you don't think it's gonna be hard to get, I mean, I
get
would
that card.
just take the time, get your card, because these cracked dice, this doesn't seem to be that many of them. And for people like me who like to collect multiples,
Yeah,
it's gonna be really hard down the line.
it is.
It really is. And people in the like Italy too. I mean, it's like you all think Italy is like never gonna run out. I bought 5 Italy mega boxes the other day, and I didn't hit anything.
Yeah.
Nothing I wanted. 5. I got 10 cracked ice cards. They're up there somewhere.
What
Or
did
down
you
here.
hit?
All right, let's go through them real quick. We got time. It's late, but we got time. All right, I hit some that you might like. All right, for my legendary, they're still in the pack. I got Carbide,
You got carbide.
which isn't too bad, I guess. It's
Yeah.
just not one I wanted. I got Arctic Assassin on the back.
OG.
It's OG, but it's nothing I wanted. I got Synth
Oh yeah.
Star, whatever her name is, and I got Sunflower.
Oh man. Yeah.
I got the Scarecrow
Yeah.
and a
Oh
Burst.
dang.
And then this
The
guy I never
burst.
wore, I never cared for. Was a mage, but some people like him.
You got all the mid tiers.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Welfare,
then
Halo.
this like weird bunny
I
lady,
thought
the
she was gonna
night
be sweaty.
bunny moon. Yeah, she never was, all right.
No.
Okay, this is one card, but I already had a couple of these in Italy. This I actually don't mind this card that much. It's probably the only one.
Aim.
The only reason I was fell down with this is I bought an Italy one the other day.
Oh
I said the
yeah.
other day, like 2 months ago, for like $20. A cracked ice Italy for $20, and this is the last one. So, like I said, guys, like Italy cracked ice cards are not easy either.
No. No.
They're not easy. It's not like it's that much easier to get a Skull Ranger, Skull Trooper, Gold Trooper out of a freaking Italy box. It's
Right.
not easier. Yeah, the boxes are cheaper, but it's still hard. It's still really
Yeah.
hard, and that cost me what, like $600-700. You know what I mean? That's not
You know,
cheap.
the carbide, it was a couple in there that long term.
Maybe. I mean, people talk about the carbide, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It didn't do anything for me when I played it that season. I also didn't get like the blue lights on them, so I don't know. I think aim was my only one I
Did you get
really
the
liked from
lights
this
on the
pack.
Omega?
Maybe I got carbide's lights and not Omega's lights.
I
I
didn't
can't
get
remember. I have
the
to go. I didn't wear either of those, so
I didn't get the orange. No, the purple. I didn't get the purple lights.
there. You know what I didn't get? I don't remember what season it is, but there was a Game Boy back bling
Oh, I
with
know what you're
like
talking about.
Asteroid.
Yeah.
So for you to know, there's a back bling. It's like a back bling. It's a giant Game Boy, like a giant one, and on the back of it, they're playing Asteroids or something.
Yeah.
And I only got it in green. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I didn't complete whatever missions I needed to complete to get the other colorways, because the blue and the red would have been vicious on other skins.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I really wanted to use it the other day on like a different color skin, but the green didn't match, right? I was
Yeah.
like, I don't want green, I want a different color. And I didn't have them. I just had to look at the lock screen in my lobby. I would go to my locker. Oh, this is locked. I just get to see the preview of it, and like it would look so badass, but I can't use it, and that's one of the only things I didn't unlock. I'm like,
Yeah.
now I unlock everything.
Yeah.
I make sure I get every style. I know, like I got all the fish stick colorways this last season, the cartoon one.
I didn't.
I
That
got every single one, and
that was,
I'm never gonna use it.
and I went in with the intentions of getting every single one, and it just I never got around to it.
I almost forgot. I almost forgot. So I got to level like 276, right? So I had everything unlocked. Then I went in there. I was like, oh crap! I didn't get all these. What do I have to do here? Catch all these fish to unlock this, and then
Yeah,
get
yeah,
this. I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and do this.
yeah,
All because of the other skins and the other styles I didn't get in the past. Like you never know when your squad was like, hey, you have this skin, let's all be this, and you don't have it. You said, oh, I don't have that colorway. So
yeah,
I don't know. But prices are going to change. Italy cards are going to disappear. They're going to skyrocket. If there's a skin you want, you might as well get in Italy while it's cheap.
yeah.
So I think that's all I had for this episode.
I think that was good. That was a good one.
Again, so what do y'all want to leave in the comments? Leave us a comment of what cards you can't find. How about that?
Yes, and
I'd love to hear what cards you've been looking for that you cannot find anywhere. Maybe I can point you in the right direction. If it's a card I don't want, I'll let y'all know next episode
there you
too.
go.
So
You
if y'all
know,
saw this cactus cards,
and
I
once
don't want
I
to. I
get
mean,
it, if it's a card you want, once I get it, I'll tell you for the next
yeah.
one. Also, if you're watching from YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. We would highly appreciate that. We'll have consistent content coming out and everything like that. So just be on the lookout.
Hit us up on Instagram. We didn't say our Instagram last time. Instagram is Taking High Ground, same as the YouTube is Taking High Ground. And you can hit us up at FortniteCards.com if you want to subscribe to the email list. We're going to connect all those at some point.
Yeah.
But that's where we're going to put checklists when Series 3 comes out. I don't know if we're going to do any more top 25s, but we'll probably just talk about it on the podcast.
We should.
But you can subscribe there for emails.
Yeah.
Series 3, we should.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, I don't know how quickly you want to say your top ones for. Maybe what we'll do is I don't know. I want to give you guys a lot of juicy details, but at the same time, I gotta collect cards too, and I don't want to have to pay insane prices because you guys want to like price gouge.
See, it gotta be like a bro code thing, like how about this, a collector's code, where if we say something, y'all can't head crack us if y'all get this. Like,
if we reach out to you guys, you have to provide some kind of courtesy. I mean, this is how I approach Series 3, right? How I approach it is like this is what I did for Series 2. It's like I rip a lot, right?
Yeah.
You guys don't know much about me yet, so I mean, I don't have any sealed product.
Neither do I.
I rip everything. I just rip it.
Yep.
And now I'll tell you, I have 2 Cracked Ice USA cards coming in the mail in the package. We're gonna open it up. We're gonna open it up on stream because I want video evidence. It came in the clear packet because, excuse me, didn't were Epic cards in the same silver packet?
Yeah.
So we're opening it on stream just to make sure that these are Cracked Ice cards from a mega box. So I spent $600 on these, which is pretty cheap compared to the other ones. But we're opening up on stream for you guys because I'm not going to keep it sealed.
Yeah.
I don't keep anything sealed.
I can't do it.
I would try, but I like the cards. I'm collecting the cards, not the box.
Yeah.
It's okay if you guys do it, but me personally,
If you see, I feel like I could possibly do it. Maybe now that I have my aura and my lux, but even then, I want to rip. That's what I enjoy. Like I enjoy.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like I rip these at time.
Hard.
What do people say? If you don't open it, there's always a Black Knight in there. No, if you don't open it, there's nothing in there.
There you go.
There's not a single card in that box if you don't open it. I don't buy that. That's wishful thinking right there.
That's the quote.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
what people. That's what people tell themselves.
All
There's a
right.
small chance we got to put the math. There's a small chance of hitting one particular cracked ice card.
Yeah.
Forget what it is. It's very small.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys do not have Black Knights in your mega boxes. Sorry to tell y'all. You guys have what do I have here? Y'all got this in y'all's mega box. That's what
There
y'all
it is.
holding.
Oh, the pain.
Yeah, I know. When I saw that, well, I got a burst and that. You couldn't even give me a pump. Now, if they would have given me a pump instead of
That
the
would be,
burst,
man.
I would have been fine with that.
Yeah.
If you guys don't have a pump shotgun, there's another card for you guys. Get a pump
Pump
shotgun
shotgun.
because
Yes.
they're not even in the game anymore.
And the original art is different. Like the
Oh, that's true. That's
when the
true.
pump was in there, it's now the slimmer pump. It doesn't look like the original art. So that is
Mm-hmm.
kind of, with that being said, it's kind of a duel right there with the art piece and it kind of having the OG aesthetic. It's a good card, just so y'all know. It's a
I
good
love
card.
that card. Yeah, I love that card. I was trying to buy the USA I think I only have Italy versions of it
Yeah,
in cracked
I love
ice.
I love the
I
clinkers
was gonna
too.
buy the USA version, and it was like I did what I told y'all not to do. I was like, no one's gonna buy the pump like me, and I'll wait. I'll wait and grab. It was on eBay for a while, for a couple
Yeah,
weeks. I think the USA cracked ice for like 100 or 200 something that I was willing to pay, but I didn't think anybody else
yeah,
was.
yeah.
And now I can't get it for less probably than 400 or so. If
Oh,
that, I don't know. So cards are gonna explode. Like
yeah,
so, if you see something you want, you need to grab it. Um, don't hesitate.
yeah.
That's the advice of this episode.
There we go.
Yeah, we better get off, guys, before we start talking some more.
No, we
Well,
listen. We
we
can do this all day. We already ruined our Fortnite games of the night, so we gonna let y'all go.
all right,
All
man.
right.
Thanks for tuning in again.
Yep.
Instagram, like and subscribe on YouTube, and hit us up on our podcast for Apple Music,
Yep. No,
Apple Podcasts,
Apple.
and Spotify.
Yeah, there you go. Apple Podcast. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. All right, yo. Have a good one.
All right, sweet.